home beer brewery. Hello, thanks for tuning in. This is another video on Home Beer Brewery's channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I going to wire and use the STC 1000. It's a simple step-by-step video. Probably very easy to follow. It's not difficult to wire that STC 1000, but maybe this video can be helpful. So I hope you enjoy the video. Please keep watching. Okay, first I'm going to show you the basic parts that I'm going to use. This is an external hard disk enclosure to build the STC in and keep all the wiring inside. So this is an external hard disk enclosure. Of course, the STC 1000 itself, I bought it for $11 or $12 on eBay, so I did a good job buying this one. It's cheap. The temperature sensor and some power plugs. And for me and for purpose of the video, I put some labels on where the refrigerator goes to and the heat plate or heat spiral or something, and the main power plug. And of course some additional wires. This is very important to notice. There are different kinds of wire diagrams on the internet. You can find it on Google or something. In my case, the cooling is on port 7 and 8 and heating on 5 and 6. But I have a wire diagram. Take a look over there. That shows me that the heat is on port 8 and the cooling on port 6. So that's different. Everything else, it's alright, but you have to notice, you have to change this in my case. As you can see, I already drilled 4 holes in the hard disk enclosure. One is for the main power plug, and here I'm going to put the heat wiring in, and over there I'm going to put the cooling wiring, the main power plug over there, and of course that small hole is for the temperature sensor. Just like that. Just remember, heat wiring, main power plug, cool wiring, and the temperature sensor. First I'm going to cut some wires, about 8 centimeters long. I'm also directly preparing it for soldering. Going to solder everything in this project. I prepared all the wiring, and the first step is to add the main power plug to port 1 and 2. So let's do it. There we go. And as you can see on the diagram, take a look. You can see I'm doing it correctly. Brown on number 1 and blue at number 2. Step number 2, very easy, just connect all the brown wires, like in the wire diagram, together on live block. The brown live block, like you see here. That one is going to the main power plug and to port 1. So the brown wiring goes to port number 5. There we have number 5. And one brown wire to port number 7. Just like this. Okay, what's the diagram again? You can see port number 1, 5 and 7 are on the brown live block. So port number 5 and 7 goes to the live block, the brown one, as we have here. I hope you can see this. Just connect this to there. Here we go. Okay, ready? Now we have 2 brown wires left. This one is coming from the heating source. That one I have to connect to port number 6. Let's do it. It's very simple. Just follow the wire diagram. And I have another one, brown one, over here. That one needs to be connected to port number 8. There we go. Now we are only 2 steps away from a working temperature controller. Very easy. We have to connect all the blue wires together from the cooling source, the heat source and a main power plug, like on port number 2. Right. The same thing we do with the earth wires. There we go, like this. And there's only one thing left. Solder it all together. Put something like isolation that I have here. It will crimp with a heat source. Like this, over there. Heat source. It will crimp and it gives a good isolation. And connect, of course, the sensor to port number 3 and port number 4. That's all what's left. There we go. Earlier I spoke about isolation, so this is it. and this one. Because there is always a risk of pulling the cables out, I'm adding a tie wrap around each cable, so it isn't possible anymore to pull it out the casing. I finished wiring that STC1000. Now let's test it. Now it's time to test and demonstrate the temperature controller. Take a look, I already plugged the power in. It's already working. The STC1000 comes with 4 little buttons. That one over there is the on-off switch. The S button is the menu switch, or menu button, I have to say. An up arrow and a down arrow to navigate to the menu. When you press down the menu button a couple of seconds, F1 will appear, F2, F3 and F4. The F1 is the desired temperature. I have it set for 16 degrees right now. You can change it very simple by holding the S key and the up or down key. But I will set it for 16 degrees. F2 is the differential temperature. I will set it for 1 degree. F3 is for the compressor delay time. I have it for testing purposes right now on 1 minute, but later I will change it to 10 minutes. F4 is to calibrate the temperature controller, but in my case that isn't necessary. So you can see the STC is already cooling, and you would take a look over there. I have a studio light simulating the refrigerator of my kegerator. Take a look. Here we have a light going into the cool plug, and I have over there a hot air gun, which presenting a heat plate or something. Here I have the temperature probe, and now I will show you the STC1000 works perfect. I've set the temperature at 16 degrees. Now it's 18 and it's cooling. The lamp is on, so let's put the temperature probe into the refrigerator and take a look what the STC is going to do. As you can see, the temperature is dropping rapidly. I have to wait a couple of seconds. Then it's 16 degrees. Studio light will turn off. The hot air gun is doing nothing, and that's great. Now it's working. Because the temperature is lower than 15 degrees. That's a 1 degree differential. This is the temperature probe. 13.5 degrees. I will put it. Okay, I have another battery, and now I will do the demonstration again. I've set the temperature at 16 degrees. It's 16.8 now, and it's cooling right now. So the studio light is on, cool. The hot air gun is off. And I will stick the temperature sensor into the refrigerator. Here we go. 16.9, 0.8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Light is off. Now it's doing nothing. Not heating, not cooling. Till it's 15 degrees or lower. The hot air gun starts working. So I take the temperature probe out, holding it right here. It's again 14 degrees, 14 and a half, 15, 16, it stopped. Maybe it's now time to cool, but I have to wait 1 minute. The cooling light is flashing. That means the compressor delay time is activated. So 1 minute later, some cooling will appear, and I think it's working properly. I will thank everyone to watch this video. It was very simple for me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it will help somebody to wire that STC. So thank you very much. Cheers, and speak to you soon.